Welcome to Eat.Game.Sleep, FatBearGaming's gaming podcast.
Woo-hoo!
I'm Scott. I'm Scott.
I'm Kay.
And I'm Andrew.
Welcome. Okay, so let's start out talking some gaming news. Not really
Changing
any
it up,
big
I see.
news. Yeah, just changing it way up. There's not too much in the world of gaming as far as news goes. Valve told developers on Greenlight to stop giving away free copies of their game for votes. Because they're like, that doesn't help us actually pick good games.
Right.
They're like, if you give away people games for votes, it skews everything, and that is not what we want or the customers. Yeah, which, I mean, obviously, I agree with them. I was like, people are doing that? That's so smart. / that's going to be horrible in the end.
I would love to have Toilet Simulator 2015 for free.
Exactly.
I'll vote for that.
Well,
everything's a Ponzi scheme. It's all Illuminati.
No, in all seriousness, though, one of the reasons I was like, that's smart that they said that, I was like, I'd vote for every game that gave me a free game.
Right.
Like, I was like, that's just smart.
You'd be dumb not to.
Exactly. Then also, Bethesda is hosting their own conference at E3 this year, which is the first time like ever. So people are wondering what they're going to release because they've never done that before. And so they're wondering what the like big reveal is, like why they think it's worth it this year as opposed to others.
Well, it's most likely going to be Elder Scrolls 6 for early next year.
Or Fallout 4.
I hope they reveal Fallout 4 because they keep telling us no Fallout 4.
Well, people are thinking it's Fallout 4 because it's the game they haven't released in the longest. Like the last Fallout game was 2010.
You guys are both
Skyrim.
wrong.
Well, I was about to say it might be a new IP.
They're gonna come out and they're gonna be like, "We dropped all of our games. We're working on Smart Glass, Xbox Smart Glass. It's coming back stronger than ever."
I would hate that. I'd be so mad. But
second screens of the future, you guys.
Second screens are the future.
Hey,
why would you play a game like this when you could be playing a game like this?
That's the Wii U's motto, though.
Basically.
It's like, man, that messes me up in Mario Kart all the time because like the map is on the bottom, so I'm like, I think I'm pretty far in the lead.
Why does that help you? I've never got that to be a
it didn't really help. It's never really helped me. Like I've never liked it. Like when I play Monster Hunter, they're like, oh, you have your whole menu here, and like some people love it. Don't get me wrong. Not me. I'm like, yeah, I'll just use my Pro controller. But and then
I didn't know you had Monster Hunter. I didn't even know you liked that game.
I do. I also got it to play it with Jonah. For those of you who don't know, it's my old roommate, and he was no longer able to come with me. So
yeah, he got trapped in that whale and he never got out. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But last bit of news is this isn't really gaming related, but it's still fun. BattleBots is coming back.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I saw that the other day.
Funny picture on Imager with a Roomba and a 9mm tape to the top.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's like BattleBots is coming back, guys.
Is that actually how you pronounce it?
What,
Roomba?
Imager.
I don't know.
Or is it Imgur?
I mean, I pronounce it Imager. I feel like freedom is the thing, and you can be free.
I have no idea. I pronounce it
I just don't want
Imgur.
to. I just don't want to have another Mimi base incident.
That's how me and my gaming.
I remember that.
My guys in my clan pronounce it.
Yeah.
I'm down for either. If you know, leave a comment down below. Or just message us directly or whatever.
I mean, it's all about Imga for me.
Imga.
The friggin' Imga, guys.
Have you heard Louis C.K.'s joke about the Boston accent?
No, what is it? It's
He's
probably
like,
true.
they call it a Boston accent, but it's not really an accent. It's just a city full of people pronouncing most words wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's hilarious.
Well, here they don't get called a Boston accent. They call them massholes.
Oh goodness, that's so funny.
Oh dear.
But yeah, that's it for the news. Pretty slow this week in news. What have you guys been playing lately?
I'll go first because I've been playing a lot of video games. I still am like rolling on GTA 5. Haven't finished the story yet, but it's because I bought Far Cry 4 and I've been playing Far Cry 4 like a champion.
Me too.
And that's been a lot of fun. The co-op is incredible. The only thing that sucks is you can't do like story with the co-op. You can only do.
See, what's the point then?
Well, you can do all the side missions. You can capture all the outposts. You can do all the bell tower. You can do everything but story.
See, I need you to come get me.
Because they created this sweet arena mode in there that you can't do, and that's dumb. And what? Sorry, okay.
You need to help me get some of the fortresses then.
Well, I'm on PC, so.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, bud. For that game.
Yep.
I also the Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition went on sale on Steam for $7.50, and I make $7.50 once a week, and so I totally bought that. Anyone get my reference to Schoolhouse Rock?
No, I was like, I hope you make more than $7.50 once a week.
No, I decided to spend my entire weekly allowance on Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition. But if you remember, Scott, like a year and a half ago when we were like sweet mates, I played the crap out of Sleeping Dogs on your PS3 and got like 2/3 of the way through the game and saw it and was like, I never finished this game. I've been waiting for it to go on sale like that cheap for a long time, and I've been playing that too. And it's so great to be back in the streets of Hong Kong. So great.
I feel that.
The best part of that game is the like stinking kung fu fighting system.
Yeah.
And the worst part of that game is you can only hold like one weapon at a time. So when you have a gun, it could just disappear. Like I literally just spent like 75,000 in-game Hong Kong dollars. I don't know what the actual currency of Hong Kong is, so I say Hong Kong dollars. And on a Deus Ex armor system that gives you a sweet weapon from Deus Ex, like it's like a legendary set of armor or whatever, or outfit. And I was like, I'm gonna bring this on my next mission. It's gonna make it so easy. And then I just run up to the next mission, start it, and my weapon's gone, and I don't know where it is, and I gotta find it.
That sucks.
I didn't even shoot one pedestrian because I was ready to use it on actual fools.
Oh man,
life is hard, you know.
I get that. Kay, what have you been playing?
Far Cry 4. That's pretty much been dominating my playing time.
Oh, so you like it more now?
Yeah, I'm glad I pushed through it. There's still a lot of things I hate about it, but like the story, I could just throw away. I don't care about it, and the cutscenes are way too long and like way too boring. And you can't skip them. You can't even pause them. You're just like, God, they go on and on and on.
You don't like Longinus?
Nah, I don't like anyone.
Oh, Longinus is so funny to me. Because he does all this like he's like an African prosperity gospel preacher for guns.
But he's like your weapon master, Scott. And so like he takes all these Bible verses and he makes them about guns.
That's awesome.
It's so funny.
That's awesome.
Well, when I was doing that on my live stream, I was like, see, I thought this was in Nepal or Kairat, not Texas.
That's really funny.
But he doesn't have a Texas accent. He sounds Nigerian.
I mean,
or Ghanaian.
I love hunting in that game, and I love like getting outposts. Those are fun. A lot of the other stuff, I'm just like, it's just boring. Like they have these missions where it'll be some like BS thing, like this widow was killed by this lieutenant or something, and you need to avenge.
Well, those are the side missions.
Yeah, no, but they don't make any sense because you have to go out and kill this lieutenant, right? And that would make enough sense. but they try to get you to use different guns. So they're like, oh, you have to kill the lieutenant with a handgun.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? And you'll fail the mission if you just go in there and kill him any other way besides a handgun.
Oh, don't like that.
It's just stupid. It's like, why? I don't want to use a handgun. Why are you forcing me to use a handgun?
Well,
and it forces you to be like an upstanding citizen, which I hate. Like,
that's the worst part. Is like when I'm driving my stinking Jeep around on auto drive, and I don't use the stick to steer out of the way of a pedestrian, and I lose karma.
Yeah, if you kill people, you lose karma points, and you actually need the karma points for a lot of stuff. So I'm like, God. And if you set one elephant on fire, it's like a big deal.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, you can't hurt elephants, can you?
No, not at all. That's like the biggest thing. Like if you kill a pedestrian, 50 points minus, on your karma. Mm-hmm. If you set an elephant on fire, it's like 500.
It's very like Thai Buddhist of them.
I didn't know that. I have not killed an elephant. I have ridden many of them into battle and crushed many biddies.
See, I don't like using the elephants that much, honestly.
Have you tried hunting the Asian rhinos?
Yes, they suck.
Oh my gosh! In co-op, it's the best because you just get in a truck with a mounted gun, and they fall to your ways.
See, I haven't even done that yet. I'm just like trying to kill it with arrows.
You said that like you're seducing them from the mounted gun, like and they fall to your ways. Hey there, rhino.
It takes like 25 arrows to take one of those rhinos down, and the only way I can do it without getting like destroyed is if I find like a rock that somehow I can get on top of, but the rhino can't, and I'm just like, yeah. Otherwise, that rhino is fast, and he will take you down.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been playing a lot of Valkyrie Chronicles, or Valkyrie. I think it's technically like Valkyria, actually.
Valkyrie.
Or something, I don't know. But anyways, I've been playing a lot of it. I got further than I have in the past in the game. So, like, I'm, like, getting really into it now. Like, before I was playing it, like, yeah, I've been here before. Yeah. And now I'm further. I'm like, yeah, here we go.
That's
and as good as I remember it, a little bit better, actually, than I remember. But that's because I played it when I was younger. And, when I was a child, I thought like a child. Now I'm a man. Think like a man. So
you are a man.
It's a man game, and I enjoy it very much. No, but it's a really fun game, and there's like little nuances to the characters I never noticed before. Like when they like fire and stuff, they'll say stuff, and like there's these potentials. Like there's this one chick on my team who one of her potentials, which is like every time you shoot, they have a chance of like tripping it, if you will. It's sadist, and so like if the potential is like tripped, it'll do this little cutscene where she like puts her hands on her face and she's like,
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all good. She'll like put her hand on her face and she'll be like, scream for me. And then she like fires a bunch of bullets at him and I'm like, oh god, you're awesome. And just
That's
stuff
what
like
you've been waiting for in a woman, Scott.
Basically.
Yeah.
I do like crazy women. I'm kind of into them. Like if you've seen Gone Girl, the ending really did a lot for me.
Yeah, you were ready to go.
I understood everything. I was like, we don't want to get into more detail without spoiling the story. But
everyone was basically like, why would he stay with her? And Scott was like, why wouldn't you?
Spoiler alert. Okay, yeah. So long story short, it's like he's debating on staying with her. It's because of her speech, though. Originally, I was like...
Oh, no, yeah. It's a perfect speech.
Yeah, originally I was like, you need to kill her. You need to slit her throat. And then she did her little speech, and I was like, I mean, I'd stay. And then he's like, I'm staying. And I was like, I get it, man. I get it. And everyone's like, why would he stay? And I was like, because of the speech. Like, I stayed after the speech.
Well, the thing with her is, like, you either have to stay with her or you have to kill her. Like,
yeah, there's no...
And not just like, oh, she's dead. It's like, she's dead. Like, you get it. You get a doctor to come in. And you don't even mess around. You'd be like, I did this to her. I'll stay in prison. I just want you to confirm she's dead.
Yeah, no, you have to cut her head off.
Yeah.
Set her body
You have to go like vampire rules or something.
Yeah, for real. No, it was intense. If anyone has not seen Gone Girl, see Gone Girl.
That was my second favorite movie of 2014.
What was your first?
Nightcrawler.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know what my favorite movie of 2014. But speaking of favorite things of 2014, let's talk about your top upcoming games of 2015.
That wasn't as good of a segue as I think you thought it was.
No, I knew it was a horrible segue. I did not think it was a good segue. That was part of the reason I did it.
Real quick, before we jump, I guess this actually relates. This is not one of my top 5 games of 2015, but I played the beta for Battlefield Hardline.
Oh, yeah.
Bleh.
So
That's
it's
what
really
I say.
good?
I mean, that's how I felt about every Battlefield game.
I'm also I love the OG. Like I played Battlefield 1942 at computer LAN shops in my town. Like I would go and play with people. Like I love Battlefield, and I still love it because they continue to do the thing. But doing Battlefield Cops and Robbers, which is what Hardline is, no. Oh, I have a bat. Oh, I'm trying to steal from your vault. Okay, I bet the story's gonna be really good, but it's just kind of not as cool as they made it seem like it was gonna be. And I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's beta, but I'm pissed.
Yeah, I will say that you really can't develop an opinion about a beta because it can change drastically. But Battlefield is for other people. It's a very successful franchise, but not for the K-Man.
The K-Man.
Not for this guy.
That's so funny. Who wants to start out, though, their list for 2015?
How about the host?
How about the host? That's just ridiculous. Okay, I'll start out. For me, my top is actually coming out next week, so we'll find out very fast if I enjoy it. It's Total War Attila.
Oh.
So it's a Total War game. Huh?
That's your top for 2015?
No, it's number 5.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You don't start at number 1?
I don't have an order for mine. There's just so many games to be excited about.
I actually do have an order. This is pretty much the order.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But anyways, Attila 2014. God dang it. No, but Attila Total War. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's a Total War game, so it's a RTS that is on a massive scale, and you play in when Attila reigned, basically, and the Mongols were a big deal.
And pretty much like the other Total Wars, right?
Gameplay wise, it seems pretty similar. There's a few. Don't get me wrong. There's a few tweaks, but
there's always new wrinkles, but
nothing.
That's why you have to get your ironing board out.
Yeah, if you don't like Total War games, you're not gonna like it. If you like Total War games, chances are you're gonna like it. It looks pretty exciting. I always like the games, and so I was pretty excited when I heard they were making a new one. Yeah, there's that. What about you, Kay?
I'm really looking forward to Until Dawn. I think that looks awesome. Mm-hmm. Mostly because I love... I don't know, it's not episodic, but it's all story-driven. And there's a lot more action than most adventure games, but the way they make it seem, we'll see if they deliver on the promise, is everyone can die or everyone can live. It's totally based on you. And I think that's awesome because even in Telltale games, there's a lot of nuance, but pretty much the main story always ends the same way regardless.
Yeah, they're pretty linear games overall.
Yeah, but this, if really everyone can live and everyone can die, it seems pretty drastically different. I mean, we'll see in the final product, but I also love campy horror movies, and I love The Evil Dead, and this is basically that. So
yeah,
it looks awesome to me, and I can't wait to kill Hayden Panettiera's character. That's gonna be awesome.
I didn't save this cheerleader, bitch.
She could be my favorite character. It's she's dead. She's dead. Did he die?
Have to kill you, Biddy. It's over.
Maybe I'll just let everyone die. Maybe I won't even care about surviving. I'll just be like, take me. Open arms.
Ended the game in 5 minutes. It was crazy fun. Short game, but crazy fun.
$60 worth it.
Worth it.
That's so funny. What about you, Andrew?
I do not have an order, so no one get mad at my rankings. But I guess the first one would be Bloodborne, which is made by the Dark Souls people, and so it's like kind of like a new take, I guess, on Dark Souls. It's set in a bit like because Dark Souls is set in a very medieval kind of setting, and I think they're kind of upgrading it to more of a like Industrial Revolution. I haven't looked a ton into it. Like it's still going to be very Dark Souls, but it's like a whole new take kind of on the Dark Souls formula. And I'm a huge Dark Souls nut, Demon Souls nut, so I'm pretty excited about that.
I have Bloodborne on my top 5 most anticipated games.
Oh, that's good. Are you a big Dark Souls person?
I play Demon Souls a little bit, and I haven't played any of the Dark Souls. Mostly because I always think I could get into them, but the controls for me are just a little too slow. Like it doesn't. Like, to me, it seems like a little too clunky. And from what I've seen from Bloodborne, it seems a little more fluid, and I could get into it. And
I've never felt that either of the games were clunky at all. It was just it's a tough combat system to learn, but once you learn it, you do really well.
Well, I mean...
No, I get what you're saying. It's more like how they move. It's not like...
Yeah.
It's not actually like the fluidity of it or anything like that, but everything's like very like...
Yeah, it's very heavy. It's very like you have to time every single strike perfectly, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's obviously what they're designed to go for. But Bloodborne seems like a little more like dual wieldy and less like shield heavy. I think there are going to be shields in it, but I haven't seen a single shield in any of the trailers. So it seems more offensive based, and plus they have a new mechanic where if you get struck, if you strike them back immediately, you regain some of your health.
So they're making it a little easier.
Yeah. Well, I think the whole idea is they're trying to make it more offensive instead of like roll attack. Like
okay,
like which is my biggest thing is I like the games, but they always seemed like it was a lot of waiting, and I don't like waiting. That's not why I play video games.
It just like I felt like when I first started playing it, it went super slow. Like there's a lot of waiting in Dark Souls 1, but once I learned the combat system, I moved through the game so much faster. Like Dark Souls 2, because I already knew how combat worked, was way different than the first time I played Dark Souls 1 because I was like, first time I played Dark Souls 1, I was just sitting in my house, just like dying over and over and over, trying to figure out how this game worked. And then it was like, no, bitch. Over and over and over.
Yeah. I hear you.
You like that, Scott?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I like you, Scott.
No, I mean, that's just personal opinion.
Yeah, it totally is.
Yeah. But
it's back to you, Scott.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was about to interject. I'm not a big Dark Souls fan. That's kind of why I wasn't really saying anything. But anyways,
that's totally okay, my brother.
Yeah, dying is the most unmotivating thing in the world for me, like in games, and so when a good chunk of a game is dying, I tend to not enjoy it.
Well, if you're good at the game, you don't die a lot.
That's fair.
Unless you play PvP.
Fair. Is there PvP in Dark Souls?
Tons.
Are you lying to me right now?
No, like the whole thing is about, like not the whole thing, but like being summoned into other people's worlds. Like you can get summoned and like help them out, or you can like lay stuff down, or like invade other people's worlds and kill them and take stuff. Like it's the most annoying thing when you walk into a new area and the message flashes across the screen that says an invader has entered your realm, and well, that invader comes and gets you. It sucks because someone will come in and there's supposed to be like a limit to like how high leveled someone can be to come into your world, but some people are really good at being super jacked at low levels. So you'll even be like maybe around like soul level 10 or something like that, and this biddy will jump in and he'll just run up to you and he'll have like the biggest demon tooth you've ever seen and just squish, and you're done.
Oh goodness.
Or you kill him. My favorite moment in Dark Souls 1 was I had this guy. I was near the end of the game. There's this one keep with a lot of like lava and stuff, or it's just really red, and there's lava. Yeah, okay, there's lava. I remember. And this guy comes in. It says an invader has entered your game, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to beat this crap. And so I'm like trying to hide from him and like waiting for the timer to give up and stuff. And he like shows up on this little tiny bridge over lava. And I'm like, oh crap, okay, I gotta dodge, I gotta get ready. Shields up. And and he rolls past me and accidentally rolls off into the lava and dies. And I was like, yes! And then the thing is, when you kill an invader or an invader dies, you get some of their souls. The dude dies, I got over 500,000 souls, which is a ton for your first playthrough. I was like, say what? And I got everything. It was ridiculous. I was so proud of the rest of that playthrough. It was stupid.
That's hilarious. You know that guy was like the maddest person in the world.
I was so ticked.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's hilarious.
I was the happiest person in the world.
Exactly.
And real quick note, I just realized Bloodborne is a PS4 exclusive.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually.
So that makes me happy. My roommates have been on me for not having an Xbox One, and I'm like, there's a reason, and I just found it.
Who's on anyone for not having an Xbox One and having a PS4?
Yeah, if you're gonna go the exclusive game, it's PS4. I mean, I don't know what.
Well, I originally got a PS4 for Final Fantasy 15, which I'll talk about later.
Yeah, but Titanfall 2 isn't even going to be.
No, this is 2015, Andrew, not 2018.
That's so funny. No, but like I said, Titanfall 2 isn't even going to be an Xbox exclusive anymore. Which apparently they're making a new Titanfall. I read that recently. I'm pretty excited for it, but whatever. Anyways, the next game for me is Banner Saga 2. I really enjoyed the first Banner Saga. It's really good. Choice-based games are always my favorite. Lots of choices. Ones that bite you in the butt that you don't think are going to bite you in the butt. And it was a beautifully made game. And the only issue I had with it was it kind of looked like... I mean, it kind of felt like at the end they rushed it a little bit. And it was almost like a work of love that was just a little bit rushed because of whatever. And I think it might have been budget issues. I don't know. Sure. And so I'm hoping with the second one, since they made like so much money on the first, that it'll basically just be everything they want it to be. It wasn't rushed at all, and the second one's just going to be really good, hopefully. So I'm pretty excited for Banner Saga 2. What about you, Kay?
Sorry, let me think of my third one.
Your second one.
It was also Bloodborne.
Yeah, it was Bloodborne.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
rude.
Come back to me. I gotta get my list. I forgot my.
My
list.
turn.
Okay.
I have more than enough options now. You guys made that joke about Final Fantasy 15, and I really hope it's not true. So I'm going to replace that one with. But we know that I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I am too.
I'm really excited for The Witcher 3. That's
a good one.
Witcher 2 is one of the best games I've ever played. I still haven't beat it, but if you read my blog that I recently put in, I am a game hopper, so that's normal.
Right.
And it looks really, really good because the first two games, like if you know anything about kind of the lore of the world, and because these are based on books.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of books about Geralt of Rivia. But the first two games get him all mixed up in all these like political situations and like personal intrigue and stuff like that. And I'm sure there's going to be stuff like that in Witcher 3, but the focus hunting, which is what a Witcher is supposed to do, and all the stuff I've seen from it looks really, really good. How big the world is, like the fights, what you can do. Like, I'm really, really pumped about it. It looks primo business.
You're primo business.
Oh, thanks. I am primo business. Oh yeah. That one should take up a lot of my time. But it's going to be another open world, huge side quest fest. So if I finish it, it's a miracle from heaven. The problem with hopping from game to game, for me, is that I am, like, by instinct, a completionist. Like, I want to do 100% of everything. But then I get overwhelmed by how much of everything there is, and so I can't do it. And then I hop to another game and feel guilty and shameful because I left my other game in the dust and cheated on it with a younger, sexier game. But I can't go back because...
Obviously you don't have a problem with it because you keep doing it.
I have shame, but
I was about to say, you're the addict that, like, realizes there's a problem, but he's like, but it's really hard to fix it. So
yeah.
Having the shake sounds bad for you, but I love how it makes you feel.
Withdrawal sounds horrible, so I'm just gonna keep doing it.
I'm just doing this so I'm not a nuisance to everyone else around me. Because no one else wants to see me not on heroin.
Right. Everyone's so used to me being a drug addict.
This is I do heroin for you, not for me.
You're welcome.
For you. You're welcome.
Who likes change? I don't need to change. Nobody likes change.
That's so funny.
Okay, so I got my list.
Finally.
The Order 1886, I think, is going to be...
God dang it, that's my number one.
Is it really?
Yes, number one game of 2015 for Scott, Order 1886.
Dude, it's already out.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not?
It comes out this month, though. It comes out like the 26th.
It's a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Evolve just came out.
Yeah, Evolve came out today.
Yeah. Today?
Which I want to get.
Came out.
No, it comes out like the 26th.
The 20th.
I was big on Evolve, and I was really excited about it, but without any story mode, it's just kind of... Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do multiplayer only. It's not fun for me.
I feel you, bro.
I get that. But anyways, the Order 1886 looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks fantastic, and I was really harsh on The Last of Us until I played the definitive edition, and I'm like, okay, I totally get it. Like, I get why people love this game. I still am not as big on it as most people, but I kind of do want to play a game that has that cinematic quality to it again, and that kind of seems to it'll scratch my itch.
Yeah, and like I said, the game just looks absolutely beautiful. The story seems intriguing, at least to me. I also love steampunk, and it's very steampunky, and that excites me.
I don't know why they don't want to use the word steampunk. They do not want to use that word. They want to say like it's an alternate past or I forget alternate reality.
Two things. One, I think technically the power source of everything is not steam. So like I think it's supposed to be like an alternate, like maybe even like a magic source or something like that.
Magic punk.
So yeah, and then the other thing is steampunk. A lot of people have like negative connotations with it, and so I think they're just trying to stay away from anything like.
What negative connotations do people have with steampunk?
Well, when you say steampunk,
humidity?
When you say steampunk, people have like specific things they're looking for. So like Zeppelins are an example, and just different things like that. And I don't think they want to put their game in a box. Like I think it's to keep anyone.
There are Zeppelins in this game, though.
I know because it's steampunk.
You buy it. Buy it in a box.
No, I think that's hilarious. I think it's because they don't want like. I think it's like if they don't include something that people consider steampunk in it, they won't be like, "Your game's not steampunk," or then like people they're trying to keep people who don't like steampunk things typically to be like, I'm not gonna play it because it's steampunk. I think that's kind of their idea behind it.
I see what you're saying.
Slash, it looks like there's lasers, and lasers aren't usually in steampunk.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
If
kind of
anything,
like
if anything, it kind of looks like fantasy steampunk cyberpunk. It looks interesting.
The genre of the past future.
Basically.
I generally prefer third-person shooters over first-person shooters. So
Same.
So
that's
why I'm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm intrigued about it. I don't care for first-person shooters that much. That's why it took me so. One of the reasons it took me so long to get into Far Cry. I wish it was third person.
Yeah, I kind of do too, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes it a lot harder when it's in first person.
I want to see myself get mauled by tigers.
Oh God, no! Oh God.
By the way, Far Cry's like hit points per animal is very strange. Like, they don't make a lot of sense because tigers, 3 arrows and they're down. Elephants, 3 arrows to the head and they're down. Rhinos are literally like 25 arrows.
Those rhinos are armored as biddies.
So I don't even know. It doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know, but like shooting, I'm just saying, shoot an elephant in the head, it will die. Shoot a rhino in the head, it will die. It seems like you could do like, if it's 3 arrows to the head of an elephant, it doesn't seem like it should be like that much more on a rhino.
Every time I hit a rhino, it's like right dead in the face because he's charging right at me. I'm like, ah.
It's how you.
It's like 20. I mean, maybe it's like 15 or something, but still, it's a lot. And the elephant's 3.
I feel like I just have to keep talking to you about this, and we're gonna get down to 5.
It's possible.
You're like
It's my
20.
turn now, though, isn't it? Because you guys are on the same game.
What?
Whose turn is it now?
Oh, it's you. Yeah. Yeah, go.
Okay. Next one. Super pumped about this one. Have been since I saw it. I think they revealed it last year at E3. No Man's Sky.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That game, I love it because it's like super exploration, and like the way they describe is like you start off on your planet and like it takes you a long time to even be able to build a ship to get off your planet and to be able to even explore your solar system. But there's like a whole galaxy worth of planets. And it looks like it'll be a really, really fun sandbox exploration game. Because like they've shown some really great clips of like worlds filled with like vibrant life and like dinosaurs and other races and people and stuff. But they said that's like the 1%, or even like the 0.1%. Because like in reality, there's not going to be a lot of planets that support life. So like that sounds really bad to some people. So they're like, we're just going to find like clunky rocks. But I'm like, every time you find a rock that has life on it, you're going to be super excited. And I just want to see like everything they have to do with it. I'm really pumped. And it's a PC PS4, no Xbox One. Yet another reason buying my PS4 before my Xbox One was a good choice.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that one's just timed. I wouldn't.
It probably is, but still, timed is nice.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Well, I mean, the internet is telling me PC and PS4.
Yeah, well, I mean, as of right now, it looks like it's only an exclusive, but there's an okay amount of times that eventually it's like, it was just timed, even though it's 3 years late.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Destiny on PC, and I'll get back into it.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't.
Not true, I won't.
I wouldn't count on that.
Not true, I won't.
I was about to say, that's not a game you just like, I'll start over.
Have you heard about those guys who punched their way through the hardest raid?
I can't believe that. That's insane.
Yeah, they use grenades too. Those were the only 2 things they could use, were grenades and punches.
Like,
Isn't it
why?
crazy?
How is that fun?
I don't know. Well, they've played it several times. I don't know.
I mean, I beat a Left 4 Dead campaign with only punches one time.
Dude.
Nice.
But,
were you Left 4 Dead a few times?
No, I never died. I mean, it was on easy, so it's not.
Okay.
It's not very difficult.
If you want bad jokes, read The Honey Tree. Shameless plug.
Oh, that's hilarious. But No Man's Sky though, I am super excited for it as well. It's not on my list. It would be like number 6 to be honest. But
okay, yeah.
But
There's a ton of great stuff coming out this year.
I know, and I'm super excited.
Well,
like
we'll
when I
see.
heard about No Man's, that's true. It looks like it's gonna be great.
Like, I've got like 15 games. That I had to narrow down to
Most
5.
of these games that we've mentioned so far were supposed to be in 2014. So
That's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't get hopes up too much. Okay, a game. This is a game that I don't know will be in 2015 or not.
That's
I
fine.
think it will, but I think it'll like barely make it, and I hope it does. The new Star Wars Battlefront.
Gosh, dang
that's on my
it, man.
list, you dirty boy!
Well, here we go. Knock it all out at once. Yeah, it looks.
I'm very excited for that.
Oh, me too. And if they do what they've been promising since like they were like originally like Star Wars Battlefront 3 or whatever, about having like ground to space battles, that's gonna be awesome.
That'll be
Yeah, well.
intense.
Like,
And I'm just really, because it's DICE that's making it, right?
yeah.
I'm really hoping that with that, it's not like, because DICE are the people that make Battlefield, which is good because what we know from like Battlefront 1 and 2 is you have those conquest style battles that are like native to DICE and Battlefront or Battlefield, and so it's going to be really good. I just hope they don't take it in some of the ways that they have with the later Battlefield titles, because they've made it a little more Call of Duty-ish, and I don't want to play a game that just feels like Call of Duty in the Star Wars universe.
Right.
No, that,
You know what I
would
mean?
suck.
Yeah.
That would make me really ticked.
I'm hoping it stays third person.
I pray it's third person, but it doesn't.
Is it not going to be third person? You're really scaring me now.
Well, no.
Because if it's
by
first
DICE.
person, I'll be like, no, down with DICE.
The reason why we're saying that is because it's made by DICE, and
Right.
they like all their games are first person.
I think they'd be a lot. I think people would get really pissed off about that.
Oh, they would so get pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up some screenshots real quick.
yeah. So I'm hoping it's still third person.
I think it will be.
But as long as it is, honestly, they could basically give me like a Battlefront 2, like basically just like a updated skin over it, and then let me go from space to Earth, or like and then I'd be like, this is the best game of 2015. Like, they don't really need to like revolutionize a lot for me to really enjoy this game.
There's a Humble Bundle right now that has the Battlefront 2 on it.
Yeah, the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to convince you to get it because they're closing down the servers on Star Wars Day this year. For
May
Battlefront
4th?
2. Yeah.
Why are they even selling it?
And I was like, man, we should do it. We should just like play it a ton and get like really good. Right
It
before,
looks like
we literally go out on top. Like we're
That's so
champion. You are so good that they keep the servers open so that people can watch you play.
right.
Yeah.
It's like they closed it
That's
down
right.
because it wasn't even fair to the other guys. They had to close the servers.
That's hilarious. But
Caleb and Scott were so good.
Yeah, they'll know our names.
They had to close it down.
call us by name. That's so funny.
Like it's going to go back and forth between.
Yeah, like each day is like back and forth.
Yeah, like for 5 seconds you're in first person, then 5 seconds you're in third person. Like you can't control it. Like it's just like back and forth and back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be almost like seizure inducing.
How big
Right.
were the teams in that? Like,
It actual players, I think it was like 4v4, or
Okay.
Really?
it may have been bigger, but there was a lot of NPCs.
See, what we need to do is like go in. We get like 4 of us to do it, and then we have like a team name. It's like a legit team name. It'll be like
Yeah.
Yoda says, "Die, you will." So
Team Yoda says die, you will. No, just the team name could be die, you will.
die, you will. But it's 4 people.
But then, like, people named Will would be really offended.
No,
Confused by our bad grammar.
that was one of the first dad jokes I've ever heard in my whole life. We were watching Star Trek, and my dad and I were, and he was like, "Fire at Will," and then my dad was like, "Run, Will, run!"
Classic dad joke.
Yeah, And I started cracking up, and he's like, the funniest thing is his first mate's name is Will. And I was like, that is
Will.
hilarious.
At least we now
anyways.
know which Star Trek you were watching.
Yep, exactly. What is everyone on their last game?
I think I have two more.
All right, then you start out. Start.
Because I've done No Man's Sky, I've done Battlefront. No, I did Witcher. What else did I? And no, I've done 4. Never mind. I'm on my last.
Okay,
one.
we're all on our last. Okay, well, I'll start out then. For me. Oh nope. Oh yeah, I have one more. Okay. Legend of Zelda Wii U.
Gosh dang it, that's my last one.
All right, so Andrew and I will talk about it. Game looks great. Looks beautiful.
It looks humongous.
Yeah, and
Like,
I don't know.
That's what I'm nervous about. Like watching the trailer with Miyamoto, like running around. Like he's like, it's going to take like 5 more minutes for us to get to our destination, and I'm like, there better be some kind of fast travel system in this thing, or I'm going to freak out.
I thought you were like, I'm afraid of it because I'm probably going to game hop again because it's so big.
If I game hop off of a Zelda game, I don't deserve to be alive.
That's
because Zelda is like my top franchise. I talk about did I talk about it? I can't remember if I talked about it in my last blog.
The new one? The movies? The TV series?
Yes, I did talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
Shameless plug for the Honey Tree.
But it's a beautiful looking game. The new features seem like they're going to be awesome.
Yeah, it really does look good.
It's basically the reason I bought a Wii U. That and
Super Smash.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean Super Smash. I was trying to think if I was buy a Wii U though, if Zelda Wii U wasn't coming out. That's more what I was thinking. And I was
well, I
don't
mean,
think
I bought my
would.
Wii U for Mario Kart originally, knowing that it was going to have these other games, but
yeah, Zelda though was probably what like tipped the scale, if you will.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Zelda would have broke the scale. I'd buy anything for a Zelda freaking game.
I'd buy anything.
Like they could bring back the Nokia Engage with like a new Zelda title, and I'd buy it.
It's pretty good.
That's so funny. What's your last game?
Hey, we thought we were done, but we've got a new Zelda title for the Engage.
That's so funny.
That's hilarious.
It's called Engage Hyrule, and it's going to be really great.
That's so funny. I'd play it. Anyways,
Totally
Kay, what's your
would.
last game?
I really want to play Final Fantasy Type 0.
Dude, yeah, that's like
yeah.
in my top 10.
Yeah.
Same here. It's in my top 10.
It looks awesome, and it's a game we've never had over here in North America. And it's a game that originally was PSP, and like I don't mind playing PSP games on my Vita, but I'm glad that they just went like full PS4. Although it's strange that they didn't make a Vita version out of it.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
They should have done both, and then it would have been a good like cross buy. But I would have probably played it.
If they postpone 15, we'll have that.
That's true.
Maybe. And there's games that are smaller that we don't really have release dates yet, but like Hotline Miami 2, I want to play.
Oh, I didn't know they were releasing a second one, but
But there's a lot of like indie games that we have no idea like when we'll know like a couple weeks before it comes out that it's coming out.
Yeah.
I wanted this to be on my top 5, but I didn't have enough room. But the new Xenoblade looks really good too for Wii U.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. I'm hoping it's like a Final Fantasy situation where it's like, oh, you haven't played past Final Fantasies? Doesn't matter. You want to play the new one?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too.
I think
yeah.
that's how it'll be.
Well, because the old Xenoblade, don't get me wrong, I've heard is like crazy good, blah blah blah. But it'd be really hard for me to get a copy to play it, and not only that,
it's so rare.
it's like a 60-hour game or something like that, and it's just like
probably more.
Yeah. But
I
so
think it's like the
just
100-hour range.
Yeah, so it's just like I hope this new one I can just hop in.
Well, if you got a new 3DS, you could play because they're porting the Wii version to the new 3DS.
Huh.
Yeah, that's actually it's coming out this year.
Yeah, but you have to have the
only thing that
new
sucks,
3DS.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
that's
about.
what sucks, is that my 3DS XL that I bought a freaking year ago, not even a year ago, when maybe it was a year. Holy crap, it's been a year. I can't get it for. It's super dumb. I mean, I want a new 3DS because it has a C-stick, but seriously, bros, come on.
No, it's
Yeah,
true.
they're just gonna name themselves into the ground.
Like,
Yeah,
really,
it's
if they wanted, what they should have done, if they wanted people to buy a new one, they should have just made a GameCube controller with extra screens on the GameCube controller, and then been like, this is our Hypercube 3DS to the max system. And it would have been beautiful.
Mega.
I can't wait till the new 3DSu to come out.
What?
The new 3DSu.
And then the year after that, the new 3DSu too. So
Sponsored by
Everyone gets
Bono.
a free. I was about to say everyone gets a free YouTube.
yeah, it has a
CD.
nice like Bono.
Yeah, they have like
template.
a new music system that they have come with it, and you get like a free download of Joshua Tree.
Exactly.
And then it'll be the super new 3DSu too.
To the max.
It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Like I don't know, the whole company, I guess they're just like, what a great idea. Or if there's like one guy that's in charge of the names and for some reason they can't get rid of him, like he's tenured or something.
They're
Like,
like-
I don't
And they're
get
just
it.
like, gosh dang it, Jim.
We can't do anything about it. I guess go through with it.
I really appreciate your racial equality, Scott, because at Nintendo, which is a primarily Japanese company, the guy with tenure is named Jim.
Yeah. Well,
You're,
Jim,
Yeah.
you're just, you really believe for equal footing in all.
well, that's like if
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a gym in
Yeah.
your workplace, you're gonna blame Jim.
Yeah, well, not only is the worker's name Jim, it's a female. It's a female named Jim.
She had a really crappy home life. Huh?
GYM.
Yeah, it's a female named Jim working at Nintendo, naming all these things.
Yeah.
And it's spelled GYM.
GYM.
Jim,
Jim.
like what you fought Pokemon in.
Her nickname is Coach. So
Oh man.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love to be. I don't even want to be like a Pokemon trainer. I want to be a gym leader.
Oh yeah,
It's like-
that's yeah.
oh, I want to be her boss too, so I could tell her to change the names.
That I would not even want to be like in the leagues and stuff and be the elite. Like who cares? I would be a gym leader and just crush the souls of people.
Trainers. That's so funny.
Yeah, you'd
I
be in
don't.
like a specifically themed gym, but you'd have a perfectly balanced party, and they'd be like, "I brought all of my water Pokemon to kill your fire Pokemon."
There are
I
some
thought this was
gyms
a
though.
great time.
There are some gyms that I'm like, okay, I don't know about this one.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
because-
The first Pokemon they throw out is like a normal type, and you're like,
I'm like,
This is not the normal type gym.
all right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
The worst part of that's what they did when they introduced the dual type stuff. They were like, "We're going to tell you this is a fire gym, but we're going to have all these creatures that don't get killed by water, and
Yeah,
they're going to be electric and fire. And you're going to
Yeah,
die."
basically, yeah. But anywho,
what would be your type if you were a gym?
Jim?
leader?
Ooh,
honestly, either fighting or steel.
really?
Yeah, those are my two favorite.
Well, say then you could have Polyrath though.
Yeah,
Although
exactly.
that would kind of be one of the things I was talking about. Where I don't think most people consider Polyrath like a fighting Pokemon. They
But
consider
he
him
is.
like a water.
though.
He
Yeah, but
is.
He is.
No, he is. He would count. As long as
I
the
love
other
how-
ones were like full fighting.
Oh yeah. No, it'd be like him. Crap, I can't remember his name. He's basically like a sumo wrestler. He's big. He's yellow. He has like the hands. He's like,
Oh
ah.
yeah. I know. What you're
Yeah, it'd
talking
be him. And like, how many would you need?
You're gym leader, so you
Like
get
what?
3.
3? Yeah. It'd be like him, and then maybe a Hitmon. Probably Hitmonchan.
Him on
Okay.
Chop.
No, I mean, one second. Sorry.
I
one
mean
second.
Chan or Lee.
Chan. I meant Chan. Sorry,
Okay, thank
I
you.
was thinking of several Pokemon at once.
I mean, there is a Hitmontop.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and it would not be Hitmontop though. It'd be either Hitmonchan. Trying to think of fighting Pokemon real quick. Ooh, or Blaziken.
Blaziken and Poliwrath, the two Pokemon you think about when you think about fighting Pokemon.
Or Tapig's last one.
Oh God.
He's
Okay,
awesome.
see,
I would probably do
that guy?
Dragon or Psychic, but I'd have
People would hate
Embor?
my gym. People would hate my
Embor?
gym.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would. I'd hate your gym.
What would
That's
your
fine.
types be, K?
I would go normal type, and then
Have
I would
6
have.
Abras.
Well, see, I would go normal type because then they can basically learn any type of move. Like they're not just gonna learn normal moves. Like they probably
Yeah.
wouldn't have any normal moves actually. And so you think
So
like
you're basically trying to be like one of my gyms, just secretly.
yeah, but they'd be full normal type. Like I'd have 2 Snorlaxes, right? and then probably like a Miltank. And then
You have to roll a Blissey in there just to use soft boil to piss everyone off.
yeah, I thought about Blissey, but I'd probably go Miltank. Keep it with like the farm
You could
animal
replace
type.
one of your Snorlaxes with a Blissey.
I don't want to. I don't
You
love
can't have
Blissey,
2
though.
Snorlaxes. You don't have
That's how
one.
like every gym is. You have 2.
I would want to have a Dragon
You can't
Psychic.
have 2
gym.
though. You can't
All right,
have
what about this then? I'd have 2 Munchlax, a Snorlax, and a Miltank.
You do
Okay.
you, dude.
That's a very
Fine.
that's a very gym leader esque.
I
It
would
really
want to
is.
have a Dragon Psychic gym with 6 Rattatas on my team.
Either that, or I'd go Bug type because I love bugs.
No, Bug
The
type's
Bug type
pretty good
Pokemon.
too. No, but I would do. Yeah, like I said, my second one would be Steel. My main Pokemon would be Scizor.
Yeah,
I'd
That makes sense.
probably do like an Alakazam and then a Dragonite and then a Dragonair, whatever the last one, Dragonair, and then
I'd have like 5 fucking Dragonites. Just like
no,
just show it. Dragonite.
there was one.
Dragonite.
I'd have to pull out my Pokemon to see what it was. I had one that I spent literally like 5 hours training him when I caught him because I wanted him to level up. Because in the new one, whatever.
Dragonites are
in
gay.
X and Y, there was like a room that you could just level everything up in. I'd have him because he was like ground and dragon and he was just mean.
I'd have 6 Dragonairs before I had a Dragonite.
Are you
Dragonite
serious?
looks
No, he
lame.
looks.
I love
He looks
Dragonair.
like a goofball.
Yeah, Dragonairs look so
Which
cool.
one's the last one? Is Dragonair or Dragonite the last one?
Dragonite's the last one, but Dragonair looks so much cooler.
Dragonair's just like a really long snake.
Yeah.
No, but that way I
An
can
awesome,
have
elegant snake.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I don't think he looks awesome to be honest, but you have to admit Dragonite looks kind of like a derp. Like
Yeah,
he
he's
kinda
a
looks
total
like a
dirt
dragon
Pokemon.
syndrome.
he's just sitting there like, oh.
But he's like super powerful. He's like OP.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole reason you get him. It's because
Okay, what about this? Do you think it's okay if you're like a dragon gym leader to have a Gyarados?
Yes,
Does that fly?
it flies in my book.
It's technically not dragon.
Yeah, it's
You're-
not. So you have to say no. You have to say no.
No, I say yes
No,
because
you
he
have
learns
to.
plenty of dragon moves.
But it's like the most dragon-looking Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like they're like, this is the epitome of a dragon. He's not a dragon type Pokemon.
Yeah.
No, I would say
Gyarados
no.
might be one of my. He might be my favorite Pokemon. I don't know.
I'm gonna have a dragon gym with Charizard and Gyarados.
Oh, it's so funny.
Nothing but dragons.
And Doug Trio, who's
I
also
wish
a
And
that-
Doug
dragon.
Trio.
I wish that they let you have like. I mean, if it was real life, I would just make my gym too tight.
Oh, you know what? You know what I'd have on my normal gym actually
what?
to be kind of like one of like the weaker Pokemons, but I still love it. Persian.
Oh,
I
There you
love
go.
Persian. That'd be my-
Persian looks awesome.
Yeah, he's totally awesome.
Mhm.
In fact, when I play, I always have a Persian that knows what's the move?
The money one.
Yeah, it's like a money one. And I use it all
Yeah.
the time.
I know what you're talking about.
Rain and money.
Make it right, Persian.
That actually
attack-
should be the name of the move.
Mhm.
Make,
Make
it
it
rain.
Mm.
And Pershing just jumps out and is just like, all day.
All
Except
day.
the technically the move though is using her like his like golden thing, or like
Yeah, that's right.
shooting out the golden thing. So it's like wah 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 wah, ow, oh god, ow ow. It's more like making it hail, really. Make it hail, ow, oh god, oh.
That's too good. That's why every time I go to a strip club, I just bring quarters.
Yeah.
Ow! Stop! Ow!
Oh gosh, you get kicked out so fast.
So fast.
Now see, I go to a strip club.
Singles
and
only, sir.
I cut up the bills into like really fine scraps, and I make it flurry.
You should like blow it.
You could bring a fan with you and make it hurricane.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
How many weather jokes can we make?
Rocket like a hurricane.
like just one of those big industrial fans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious. Anyways, thank you for joining us at FatBearGaming. I'm Scott.
I'm Kay.
And I'm Andrew from the Honey Tree.
Oh yeah, join us next week on Eat.Game.Sleep. Make sure you talk to us on our forums, and that you share us and tell all your friends about us, and tell your mom about us. She might enjoy it.
If you don't have friends, then just tell random strangers.
You should also tell your dad about us, because modern dads are gaming it up.
Yeah.
Actually, depending on how old whoever is watching, tell your dad.
Tell your daddies.
I mean, I don't care if your dad's
For the
84.
record, I do not go to strip clubs. That was for joke purposes only.
Oh, yes, okay. But
Me too.
make sure... yeah, totally.
Totally.
Make sure you like, subscribe.
Subscribe to the channel, guys.
Subscribe to the channel. Anyways, and share. See you next time.